Welcome. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Paddy's Run Flood Pump Station Capacity Upgrade public meeting. My name is Amira Palacios, and I'm one of the facilitators of the meeting today. This is our agenda. These are some things we're going to talk about. After we introduce ourselves, we'll cover the project need and purpose, the design and schedule, the estimated costs and funding, the potential project impacts, how you can weigh in and give comment about the project as far as outreach is concerned. And then we'll open it up for questions and talk about next steps. So as I just said, my name is Amira Palacios. I'm a communications lead for HDR. With me today is Jonathan Thomas, who is a project manager working with MSD on this project. So let's learn about this project and what it's all about. So the flood protection system is an essential part of keeping homes and businesses safe. And MSD has been responsible for Louisville's flood protection system since 1987. And when the river rises, the levee and flood wall protect the city from flooding, while the pump stations pump water from the city into the river. And the system includes 16 flood pumping stations, which is about 26.1 miles of flood wall and earthen levee, 150 floodgates, and 79 roadway closures. And so over time, age and severe storms can strain the system. So here are some images of where the project is, the Paddy's Run flood pump station. It has served the community since 1953. This flood pump station, it protects about 215,000 people. And the project that we're working on will replace the pump station to meet a 10-year, 24-hour storm event and double its capacity. This is a look of the project area. You can see in the orange, that's where we're anticipating where the construction staging area is. You can see the different call outs on your screen and all the details associated with certain areas within the project. So as we talk about the project need and purpose, this project serves a greater need to improve community protection from the Ohio River when it floods. It also will create greater resiliency during storms and reduce combined sewer overflows, or CSOs. As far as the need, we know that the Paddy's Run flood pump station is it's old, it's nearly 70 years old, and doubling its capacity will do so much for the community, as you can see on your screen. And again, it's circling back to that purpose, increasing the capacity to protect more than 63,000 residents. And now to talk about the project design and schedule, I'm going to turn it over to Jonathan.
Thanks, Amira. As Amira said, I'm going to talk briefly about the project design and schedule. So the project can be essentially divided into two phases or two stages. Stage one focuses primarily on the planning and design of the project with multiple milestone deliverables that kind of show the design progression. And then stage two focuses primarily on the construction of the project. And stage two is estimated to be complete by early 2027. As far as the design parameters, we were tasked with essentially replacing the existing flood pump station with a higher capacity 1900 MGD pump station. And we were accomplishing this by 6 larger pumps, each with a capacity of 200,000 gallons a minute, and 2 smaller pumps rated at 75,000 gallons a minute. And to put those larger pumps into perspective, The 200,000 gallons a minute is essentially equivalent to about 10 residential swimming pools. As far as the project schedule, what you're seeing here is the overall schedule. Started in late 2021 and carries through early 2027. We've currently completed the 60% design phase and are working on the 90% design phase. As far as the project budget and funding, the estimated cost of the project is approximately $220 million, and it's being funded by MSD, Kentucky Cleaner Water Grants, and through EPA's Clean Water State Revolving Fund loan program. And now I'll turn it back over to Amira to talk about some of the potential project impacts.
Thank you, Jonathan. And so as far as the potential project impacts, as far as known impacts to the public, we're anticipating minimal negative impacts, and any impacts on the environment are short-term, and we're anticipating them to be during construction. This project has several positive infrastructure changes that are seen as improvements. As we mentioned earlier in the presentation, increasing capacity that improves community flood protection. And now let's talk about public outreach and comments. And so MSD is committed to an open, inclusive process for the public throughout this project and welcomes your comments. You may submit comments through one of our comment forms, which you can access on MSD's website. You can also contact the customer service department, the number that's on the screen, 502-540-6000. You can email your comment to customerrelations@louisvillemsd.org. The public comment period will take place starting today through April 29th, and we'll be collecting your comments during this time. Any comments received after April 29th will be kept, but may not be reflected in the finalized public meeting record. As far as previous outreach efforts, an important part of this project's outreach included its minority business enterprise and women business enterprise goals. And the following on the screen really summarizes the overall supplier diversity goals for construction. You'll see there on the screen a 76% local labor commitment for Kentucky and Indiana. And with that, we will pause here and see if you have any questions about the project. If we can go back to the public outreach and comment slides, just as a reminder, you can submit a comment through one of the forms on MSD's website, or you can contact MSD's customer service department at 502-540-6000, or you can email customerrelations@louisvillemsd.org. And also we'll be accepting comments from April 11th through April 29th. We're going to check the chat, see if any questions were submitted. I don't see any questions. Is there anyone attending the meeting who would like to share a question they have? All right, hearing none, we will move on. So I will turn it over to Jonathan, who will talk about next steps for the project.
Sure. Thanks, Amira. So some important dates that we have coming up between now and May of 2027. What you see there on your screen, we got the 90% design phase due in May of this year, with the 100% design phase following soon after in late June. And then commissioning of the new station is expected to be mid to late 2026, with the project completion in early to mid 2027.
Thank you, Jonathan. And with that, we thank you for your time today and participating in today's public meeting. As a reminder, you can submit your comments by contacting MSC's customer relations by phone or by email, or you can use one of the comment forms on MSC's website and submit them, from April 11th through April 29th. And with that, we thank you for your time this evening, and thank you for participating in today's meeting.